Thanks for joining me on Wilderness with Monty. I'm on the side of the freeway. I'm at the Truckee River at the crack of dawn, and I'm going to be fishing the state line today. And I figure since I have a Nevada resident license and a California non-resident license, I can fish the state line and fish in 2 states in 1 day. So yesterday I had a horrible day of fishing. I hiked into Round Lake from the Grouse Ridge Trailhead in the Tahoe National Forest. 2 casts in, my reel, that old reel on my fly rod broke and went into free spool mode. I have another one just like it at home, so I'll be able to get around that. So then I used my spinning rod, didn't get anything. I tried spinners, jigs, I tried spoons, and the only fish I saw were rising in the dead center of the lake where they just could not be reached. I didn't see anything. And then I gouged my leg where the thinnest point of skin is over the bone. So I have that quadruple bandaged up with a layer of duct tape and t-shirt over it, trying to keep it kind of dry, because, I mean, I'm not gonna say the bone was exposed. It was just a little gash, but it dug all the, it just ripped all the skin away down to like with the white fat layer or whatever that is. But anyway, just because your bone's exposed doesn't mean you're not going fishing. So I'm gonna try to keep it dry, but I'm still gonna wait, I'm still gonna fish. I'm gonna be fishing jigs to see if I can catch something. So let's get down to the water and get down into position when the good light is there. Yesterday I only fished for about 2 hours. And I got there and my reel broke. I gouged my legs. I'm walking around with just this bloodied up leg that was bandaged. I didn't want to get it infected, and it really was just a drag of a day. So I just want to catch anything at this point. But this area that I'm at looks like it's got pretty good access, and the state line's only about, I don't know, quarter mile that way downstream. Looks like there's another diversion dam, because this is telling people that are in float boats to go. It looks like there's a beaver. There's a beaver swimming out there. I'm pretty sure that's a beaver. It's a good size animal, whatever it is. But, oh, yep, that was a beaver. He just flopped his big tail. Cool. So this water's a lot shallower down here, and you really gotta watch your jig in these rocks, man. I'd like to try to get through this day without losing anything. For the most part, I'm gonna try to stay out of the water. That gash on my leg's only about 1 inch or 1.5 inches long. It just goes all the way down to the core. And there's like nothing a doctor can do about it because the skin's just gone. So I'm just gonna try to keep it dry as I can. But if I gotta wade, I'm gonna wade. I can go home and Neosporin that thing up to death. All right, I got something. It ain't big, but I'm on the board. Come on. Don't fall off. I want to land you. And it's a little rainbow. Nice little orange tip on his fin. Get him back in the water. There he goes. If that's all I get today, after yesterday, I'll be happy. So I got that guy. The stream here it's not flowing that much. I'm using those light Roadrunner crappie jigs, and they're barbless. And I'm really having to fish fast, because I don't want to lose any jigs today. I only have a couple. So I'm fishing upstream to downstream, and I'm fishing cross stream. That beaver keeps splashing. I just threw this jig in and took it across this hole, and a big rainbow came up and hit it, man. I don't think he's gonna hit it again though. He hit it and I felt him for a second. He was on there for a second and shook my hook. Darn it. That was my fish of the day, maybe. We'll see. That got my blood going though. My heart's pumping after seeing that. He came right up and just whacked it. I saw the whole fish. Darn it, just lost another one. These barbless hooks are shaking it right out. The last one I just lost wasn't very big though. But he was there. He hit it. This water's got holes in between, and that's where the fish are coming up. So there's the beaver's dam. I'm assuming, I keep seeing him, so I switched to this bigger, bushy crappie jig because I want a bigger profile in the water. We'll see if that works. And I just want to try everything. I want to try the bushy, I want to try the sleek, and just see if there's anything in this big beaver pool that's looking to bite something big. There's one, it jumped. Oh, it came off. That thing jumped right out of the water. It was a brown. Shucks! My jig just typically doesn't do as well in this slower stuff. It's like they can look at it too long. They're like, what are you talking about? That's a crappie jig, dude. I gotta get something. I've had my chances today, man. That fish that I lost, the one that hit it, I didn't hook it or anything. The one that I lost jumped 2 feet out of the water, and it was a nice brown. Man, I just can't keep these fish on the line. Here's another one of those diversion dams. This one's a lot smaller than the other one. But this is what they wanted you to get out of the water for. And I'm trying to get it as deep as I can without getting it snagged. We're gonna see how many chances the river gives me today, because I just hooked another good one on a straight up crappie jig. Gotta loosen this drag a little bit. There he is. See if I can get this guy in quick, because I can see the jig hanging out of his mouth. There we go. It's like a nice 18-inch brown. Beautiful fish. Let's get him back out there. Woo! Usually you get one chance at a fish like that. And I hooked one almost that size and it jumped out of the water and it got off. And I figured that was my chance, but I got him. I got one that makes up for yesterday. Welcome to Nevada. I'm walking into Nevada. We're crossing state lines. Fortunately, like, this is the stuff that's best with jigs when you have moving water. And it's also the hardest to fish. And I just try to run it through these little sections past these boulders. And that's where I hit that one nice fish. And they're just sitting there, and when it comes out from behind the boulder, they ambush it. And it works, but I'm gonna be making a lot of casts over boulders like that, holding my rod over my head and trying to jig. And I'm going cross current with this cast. So I fished over those rocks there because, you know, I'm not gonna leave that stretch of water alone. Come on. So the river was kind today, giving me multiple chances. I fished the California side, got into Nevada. As I'm moving into Nevada, the stream's really not what I like to fish. It's just a lot of work, a lot of precision, a lot of boulders, and I don't want to work that hard. So I just fired all the way to the far shore, and then I'm just popping it over, because if there's a fish in that run, I'll figure out how to land it when I hook it. You gotta hook a fish to lose a fish. I don't want to fall in the water either. But I was able to get that one good fish in the net. That's all I cared about. The spirit of the river was kind to me today. I was just, you know, this almost became a video, how do you choke? It's early, the sun's just hitting the river. I'm gonna go home, get some stuff to fix my gnarled leg. I hope you enjoyed this Truckee River fishing at the state line. I hope you liked those fish I caught today. Thank you for joining me at Wilderness with Amani. Until next time.